Hello everyone, welcome to the Student Investor Podcast with myself, Ivan Sambo. Today we are talking about how to start investing in the year 2025 as a beginner. What to do, what to think about, what strategies to implement as a new beginner in the most simplest way possible, and which apps to use in order to ensure that you are investing without paying too much fees. I'll be using 500 Rand as an example for this episode, but it's not a set in stone. You can use for yourself, you can do whatever amount that works for you, but for sake of everyone understanding, I'll be using 500 Rand for this episode. Wasting any time, let's jump right straight into today's episode. Hello wonderful people, welcome to the first ever episode of a Student Investor Podcast in the year 2025. Oh, the year is moving very, very fast. Can you imagine, guys? 3 years ago, we were starting this podcast, and 3 years later, we are still pushing. So guys, a huge celebration that we are still here, we are still moving. But today we are going back to topic. For those who have been with me for the past 3 years, they know I have covered this topic a while ago, but I'm covering it again because it's a brand new year, brand new strategies. We're talking about how to start your investment journey with only 500 Rand. You have 500 Rand, how do you start it? How do you do it better? I've been preaching this song, I've been talking about it for the longest time, but let's talk about it again because you can never stop preaching the word. The same way we have been preaching, we keep on preaching. So, one thing before we get into that main topic, actually, one thing I want to talk about and just give it out there, guys. Last year, I think it was October, if not September, I got a DM on Twitter. No, I got a DM on Twitter, and someone was telling me about how they had to sell all their easy equity investment to help with the burial at home, like a funeral at home, right? Because their mother passed away, their mother didn't have a bigger or a funeral policy enough to cover everything. So for them, they didn't have money saved up. So the only money they had was in their investment portfolio. So they sold all their investment to help at home. For this year, guys, 2025, I want us to do two things. Number one, get yourself as an individual, get yourself a life policy. Please ensure that you have a life policy to protect your assets against that if you passed away. Because let's say you have a car and a house, right? Or you bought your car on loan, you bought your house on a bond, you passed away, the banks will want to take that house, to take your car. But if a life policy, they can go get that money, that life policy first before actually coming for your actual assets. So please, guys, let's prioritize having a life policy. Number two, guys, let's prioritize having an emergency savings account. Have money that is set out and just sitting there in case of emergency. I always say 3 months of your salary or 3 months of your monthly income. If you can do 3 months, you can do 2 months, you can do 1 month. You can save it. For example, you say every month you just took 2,000 Rand, you put it aside for the next 3 years because you put into an emergency savings account. Whatever, that money is not for December, it's not for it's for emergencies only. Let's do that so that when things happen in our families, at least we have some income sitting there instead of going to touch our investment portfolios, because our investment portfolio is for the long term. I know what I'm talking about right now has nothing to do with the episode we are covering today, but I just want to put it out there because it is important for us to do. Let's get right straight into the episode. How do you invest for yourself in under 500 Rand per month as someone that is in South Africa new into the investment? Number one, get yourself a good broker. Currently, there are up to 5 or 6, no, actually 7 brokers that are out there that makes it easy for you to invest. What do I mean about a broker? A broker is the middleman that gives you access to the JSE, the New York stock market, or whatever market it is. We have a lot, actually, more than 7. We have more than 7, but there's 7 that are easily accessible. If you're a Capitec Bank, there's a widget inside Capitec Bank that gives you access into easy equity. A Standard Bank user, there's a Standard Bank online trader. Is a widget inside your Standard standard bank trading app. If you're FNB, there is FNB Share Zero, which is a widget inside your FNB app that you can use to invest into the shares in a JSE, whatever market it is. If you don't have any of those, I don't know about NetBank and ABSA. I don't know about those two. If you don't want to use your actual bank account, you can download e-apps like ProStock, which the link will be in the description of this video. You can download ProStock and be able to invest into the JSE and the New York stock markets using CFD shares. Or you can download the download the Easy Equity app as well. So guys, get yourself a good broker. That's stage number one. Stage number two, when you look at the broker, look at which one has good fees. You don't want to pay high fees into buying shares that you don't even enjoy the benefit of your profit that you make because you spend so much money into paying fees. I know companies like Easy Equity, ProStock, and I think Share Zero by FNB have low fees, so you can look into those ones and invest using them. And also guys, look into user friendly of a platform. Don't invest using a broker that's hard for you to understand. Try them to download all of them actually, and see which one is it user friendly for you. Before you even deposit them, just play around with it. Look into how it works. Look at the functionality of it. Look at the features it has. Does it work for you? If the answer is yes, then go ahead, use it for life. If it does not work for you, it's too complicated for you, go to the next one. Try them all out. On my phone right here, I have plus minus, I think like 5 broker apps on my phone, or 6. Because I look at which one is user friendly and which one do I want to use for what specific aspects of my life. So be willing to use multiple brokers as well. There's no law that says you can use one broker. There's no law that says that you can use multiple of them. Feel free which one is user friendly for you. Which one do you have a good experience using them? And you need to try them all out, or even depositing money. Then after that, if you say, okay, cool, sharp, I don't like this one, just uninstall it and delete your account in that app and move to the one that you like. So now you've finished, you got your broker, the one that you love. How do you invest it? Now, the third stage you have to do in this investment journey, guys, sit with yourself, ask yourself, what type of investor are you, right? You need to understand what type of investor are you. Are you like Ivan with no kid, no child, no dog, no house born, no nothing? The only thing you pay for is your car insurance and and some gym membership and your life insurance and your policies. If you're like me, you don't have that much responsibility. You can be aggressive. You don't mind losing money because you still have time on your side. But if you're a parent, you have a child, you need to now think about the future of the child, think about your future, your retirement. So you can't be aggressive. So you need to understand what type of investor are you. There are online survey and questionnaires that you can do on Google. Just go to Google and say investor profile risk tolerance questionnaire and do them. Some of them will tell you what type of investor you are, and look at the results, diagnose them. Do you think they are correct results? If you like them, that means you are that type of investor, and stay like that. Start investing with an eyelet, because the way I invest as Ivan won't be the same the way you will invest as Magwa Lirato, Magwa Sbusiso, Babiwa Lutando, or Mkulu wa Vusi. You will not be the same because you have higher responsibilities than I am. I'm willing to invest 500 Rand into a company like PPC Cement or company like Capitec Bank, but you cannot take that level of risk because you don't have that much time compared to me being young. So look into your risk tolerance. That's number 3. Number 4, you already downloaded your broker platform. You already see which one is user friendly for you. You have done your risk tolerance to see what type of investor you are. Number 4, make sure now you set a budget for yourself, right? So look at your monthly income. Look at how much you're earning every single month, right? If you are earning plus minus 10,000 Rand a month, how much are you willing? What's the bare minimum? Let me put it like this. What's the bare minimum you're willing each month to put into shares? If you're earning 10,000 Rand, you're willing to put 200 Rand per month. That's your bare minimum every month. If you have more, then you can add more. But how much per month are you willing? Your barest minimum. If it's 200 Rand, then stick to it. Then every single month you'll put 200 Rand and you deposit in your brokerage platform app, and you use it to invest into the specific shares you want, right? If it's 500 rand, you stay loyal to the bare minimum. If you have more money, then you can invest more. But if you don't have more, just sure you can do the bare minimum that you agree for yourself for this next 12 months. Okay, that's it. That's the bare minimum, right? That's the amount you budget, because you must have your own budget. Your own budget. Budgeting is a different episode. We will talk about that. But when you're budgeting, talk to yourself how much is the bare minimum per month you can do. Once you have the bare minimum, now start going to pick which stocks you want. If, for example, your bare minimum per month is 500 rand, this is how I will, as Ivan Sample, listen, financial advisors, Ivan Sample, I will invest per month into shares. With 500 rand, I will take 200 rand, put them into 2 or 3 or even 3 JSE listed company, maximum 2, maximum 3, minimum 2 JSE listed company. I'll divide that 200 rand into those 3 companies or those 2 companies, and I will pick one that are aggressive to me, like companies like R500, Discovery, We Buy Cars, PPC Cement, or African Rainbow Mineral, or African Rainbow Capital. I love those ones. You pick those type of company that you like. Pick 2 in the JSE 500 rand, right? That you are put 200 rand every single month on them. The next 200 rand in your 500 rand, pick 2 ETF. I want to say 2, right? Pick 2. For me, I will pick 2 ETF that I will invest into. For me, I will pick the S&P 500 and also the Johannesburg Top 40 ETF. Why will I do it? The S&P 500 will give me that ETF in the JSE, which talks about the S&P 500. Checking the S&P 500 index will give me access or will give me exposure to the Standard & Poor 500 biggest companies in the world, which mostly are in New York, right? Give me access to the global market with the S&P 500. The Johannesburg Top 40 give me access to the Johannesburg Top 40's biggest companies. So I am local as well as international. So I am diversifying my portfolio. The last 100 rand, I will either pick an alternative investment. I would like to say either pick a commodity like gold or pick a index that tracks a different market or a different commodity class or a different aspect of the sector of agriculture. Pick something that's outside of the 4 I have invested to, or you can take 100 rand and put into crypto as well. Pick something that 100 rand left, pick something that's outside of the 4 conservative form of investment. But remember, these are normal traditional investment. With the 100 rand left, pick something outside of that. Either pick gold, because gold is the best defense for when the market crash. So if something goes wrong, people usually take their money into gold. When you always go buy gold, so you'll always be good in that sector. So that's how basically I will invest 100 rand per month this year if I was someone starting up. But that's my personal opinion, not financial advice. So guys, let me know what you think about today's episode. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Is something you can do to improve the episode? Until next time, guys, please do ensure you like, subscribe, and share this channel with all your friends. Until next time, be safe and happy investing, everyone.